I'll just make enough money to retire by 40. You know, that easy thing.
That's what we all do, right?
Hey everybody, welcome back to one of the Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are here with episode 13 of Season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen, episode titled Tomorrow. How about you go ahead and remind us of what happened yesterday?
A whole lot of fighting. Junpei is, I'm gonna say, with us no longer, but it's at least that's the way it seems. Idol transfiguration was used on him, turned into a fight, and we learned that Yuji can punch souls, which is a pretty cool thing.
Is it?
I think so. As that fight continued, when it seemed like Yuji had lost our, I believe he called him 7-3 man.
Well, that's because what's his power is. That's what Kento described his power as.
Yeah, showed up and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna yell at you later. Wait, he's bleeding. How did that happen?" And now we're going into a fight 2-on-1 that I'm questioning if this is where Mahito dies.
You really boiled down that whole episode real quick.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he didn't even cover the fight between Junpei and Yuji. Or, in fact, the fight between Mahito and Yuji either.
Well, no, because the emotional impact was the death. The fights were cool. We saw some jellyfish stuff.
Well, yeah, I just mean that you cut out the beginning of the episode to get to right to Junpei dying, and then you cut out everything after that to the very end. Because Kento doesn't even show up to fight. Like, he
Nope.
just shows up.
True.
Okay. This
Efficient.
has been 5% of the episode is brought to you by Justin.
No. A lot of the specific details of the episode were forgotten because of the impact of those key moments.
Fair enough. Well, let's see. What do we have to look forward to here? Not look forward to your guesses on stuff to happen. Domain expansion.
Domain expansion from Yuji. Possible death of Mahito.
Or exorcism.
Is Junpei actually going to be dead?
Well, one of these three things I've already told you. So, I guess the other two we'll find out.
Exactly.
Well, to be fair, one of these three things I already told you as a direct correlation to a thing that the show already told you.
Yeah.
Which I guess is just the unfairness of reality. Or I guess the plot armor of the main character.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, given that Yuji can run around with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 to 10 holes in him. Sorry, it was both hands, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Over 10 holes in him.
Yep.
And not even regard it. Because didn't Kento say, like, Kento brought it up. And he's like, I'm fine.
That has to be one of his abilities.
It's not, though, because we know it's Sukudo. It's Ryomen. Maybe Ryomen's how I'm going to handle this now. It's Ryomen's ability. Because if...
We'll see?
Well, that's how he ripped the heart out, because Yuji doesn't have regenerative properties. That's how he held Yuji hostage.
Yeah.
Also, the fingers in the hand when they got blown off by the finger bearer. So, literally, the show has told us before that Yuji should be going down.
The show also told us that he would start to gain the powers of Ryomen.
Do not remember that.
It was implied early on by Goto with the finger, or Gojo with the fingers.
Yeah, I was about to say, Gojo is a person, Geto is a person. They had a son named Goto.
That's the fanfic right there for anyone interested.
I bet you. Give me 5 seconds.
I don't doubt it. There'd be some freaks out here, and I'm here for it.
Let me just... I mean, obviously, I knew there was going to be fanfics of those two, and literally, I'm filling the screen right now. I just wanted to see if anybody had them have a son named Goto. I'm also now realizing how hard that would be to search. Okay, well, I'm not gonna find that. I'm just willing to bet out there somewhere exists a son named Goto.
Hey, and if not, that one's free.
Anything else? Anything else you want to bring up before we get into this?
No.
Okay, let's go ahead and just get on into it.
Hell yeah.
But before we get started,
Make sure that you hit the like button.
hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Didn't get up.
虎杖君、あの話は
俺が殴った
いつ
Because he thinks I'm
一番
hot.
最初
奴の手に触れましたか私
He held my hand and couldn't handle it.
It's a classic anime
理由は
trope.
説教の時に1虎杖君に奴の術式が効かない2虎杖君を殺せない理由があるどちらにしろ好都合しかし奴の動きは止められます
I mean, not really.
作った隙に攻撃
You cut his leg off once and he put it back on. Or peeled it.
ここで確実に払います
And here we go.
虎杖裕二に注意を払いつつまずは七三術師から片付
That is a creepier ability.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean if he can create new eyes? That means he can just adjust his body to having a third eye. I think if I just grew a new eye in my hand, I'd get sick by just doing this.
Which is kind of crazy.
これいいと思ったんだけどなやっぱかわされたしかわされた後強度の弱い端から削られる雑魚専用だなやめよ
And now he's a kid.
奴は形を変える直前
重力のためがある
よろしい
形を小さくしたままでも虎杖裕二に一撃で仕留められる危険がある本当に天敵だなちょっとおとなしくしてもらおうか
改造人間まだストックがあったのか
単発のガキを殺せ
Seem familiar?
They're there. Yep.
Like I said, Jujutsu Scroll, it's all in world.
やっぱりあいつ人間殺せないだろう
It is also the darkest Jujutsu Scroll I can recall.
So far, yeah.
Because it's obviously the implication is the toddlers.
次はあんたを襲わせようと
He
思う
Yeah.
transfigured a bunch of toddlers that were playing on the battlefield, on the playground.
Yeah.
それは違います彼は今まさにそのすり合わせの真っ最中どちらかといえばバカはあなたです
Also, Kento could have been killed there at any moment.
殺してきたか
Yep.
こっちのネタは上がっているインパクトの直線に形を変え
I think I may have called it.
Yep. I certainly see a domain transformation about to happen. Well, you thought I was being ironic? I certainly think you were talking about his dying, weren't you?
Yeah. Okay. What the?
Remember, hits in a domain expansion are 100%.
Yeah.
Except for what was the case? Remember, we got two examples how to defeat a domain expansion.
Oh, expand your own.
Well, only if yours is stronger.
Yeah.
Or
I don't remember the other one.
get out.
Oh, okay.
But apparently it's like impossible to get out. But apparently it's one of the ways to survive is to get out of it. And we've no idea if Kento can do domain expansion. And you seem to think that Yuji is going to pull one out.
Yeah, I think Yuji will be the one to pull it out.
Specifically, you think that Yuji is going to be the one to do it.
Yes.
Alright. Just one more time, though. You think Yuji is going to be the one to domain expansion their way out?
Yes.
Okay. I just want everyone to realize I asked him twice. 2 times so that he could have a chance to change his mind.
You don't need to change your mind when you have confidence and a complete lack of fear of being wrong.
Yeah. That second part's probably the killer. Honestly, it is. Fear of being wrong is probably what kills a lot of people.
Yeah.
Also, he's not in the domain expansion, so it's going to be really hard for him to do that.
Yep.
領域展開呪力で構築した聖徳領域内で必殺の術式を必中必殺へと昇華する私の到達できなかった呪術
and plus one touch from him kills, so
おそらく奴の魂に干渉する術式は原型の手のひらで
except for that one touch right there that didn't kill you.
しかしそれが必中
Also, that other one touch he did earlier this episode that didn't kill you.
文字通り手のひら
Realizing now Kento is plot armored.
クソ呪術師はクソだ他人のために命を投げ出す覚悟を時として仲間に強要しなければならないだからやめた
We covered this on Yuji's first day of school.
逃げた
好きなんですかカスクート
Oh, it's this one.
いつも決まってこれですよね
あいやはい近所のコンビニで売られなくなってしまって
Here, have a sandwich.
コンビニのより
そりゃパン屋ですから
うわ辛口
Just to clarify things in case you're getting the wrong idea, this is best backstory. The domain expansion is not doing some weird head canon shit.
I figured.
問題ないでしょう下手に処理してヘンテコ霊媒師と思われても面倒だ
Hello, everybody. 売ってるかい
お金を預かるということは人生を預かるということでもあります利益追求とリスクのバランスは言わずもがなですね初めは何も特別なことをする必要はありませんお客に対して真摯であることそれだけは忘れずに
We seen him training Yuji, now he's training
ななみ
Salaryman.
そんなお堅い話ばっかりするなチェリーがビビっちまうだろチェリーボーイユーがファーストに考えるべきは会社の利益だそれがクライアントの利益にもコネクション
伸びしろのないクズ株を口八丁で買わせてもですか。
Of course! マーケットとエブリタイムににらめっこしてるアースに対する正当なマニーだ。ナナミ、2年目だろ。お前はクレバーだ。もっと暴れてくれ。期待してんだから。
自分はやりがいと
Yeah.
Kaisen Street.
無縁の人間。
I see the energy.
適当に稼いで、あとは物価の安い国でフ
I'll
ラフ
just
ラ
make enough money to retire by 40. You know,
5000
that
出
easy
てるよ
thing.
ね。寝ても覚めても金のことだけ
That's what we all do, right?
Also, he just said it's
呪いも
been 4 years since I left
金さえあれ
Jujutsu
ば
Tech,
無縁でいられる。
meaning he left fighting curses and shit to do this.
金
Yeah.
金さえあれば。
大丈夫ですか？ちゃんと寝れてます？
あなたこそ疲れが溜まっているように見えますが。
わかっちゃいました？最近なんか肩が重いというか。
Because there's a literal curse on your shoulders.
私の仕事はお金持ちの人からお金を預かってその人をよりお金持ちにする。だいたいそんな感じです。正直私がいなくても誰も困りませ
Also,
ん。
what the hell is this? Like an
パン屋がない
artisanal
とパンを
sandwich
食べたい
shop?
人が困りますよ。
No, it'd just be a bakery, but like they would sell sandwiches as part of it.
私のような仕事の方が金払いが良かったりす
I
る。
wouldn't be able to eat a sandwich that had no
冷静に
meat
考
in
え
it.
ると
So
お
why
かし
would
な
a
話ですよ。
bakery have meat?
Because it's another way that they can sell their baked goods.
すいません。
Yeah, but it would mean you
私
need
は
like
ちょっ
a
と難しかった。
just a lot of overhead,
Well,
like
I
freezer
get what I
section
was-
and you know importing meats of specific varieties and whatnot.
Yep.
肩どうですか。
はい。あれ？軽い。
違和感が残るようでしたら病院へ。失礼します。
Just also the fact there's no meat on display anywhere in this whole place.
また来てくださいね。
ありがとう。
あれ？聞こえてない？
It's probably just like the limited menu of stuff they find at like a small coffee shop.
などというものとは無縁の人間
These are all places I don't go. I don't drink coffee.
ナナミです。お話があります。ええ、明日にでも高専に伺い、何を洗ってるんですか。
Time to give up that salary position.
Yeah.
無意天変君に感謝を。
必要はありません。それはもう大勢の方にいただきました。悔いはない。
Ready to die.
なんで入れる？
そうか。結界内からの耐性を上げるほど外からの攻撃に弱くなる。領域は閉じ込めることに特化した結界。
That's a rule, I don't remember
逆
it.
に侵入することはたやすい。
Noted.
なぜなら侵入者にメリットがないから。
Yeah, because I mean, also, why would you want to break into one if it's a 100% chance to get hit?
勝ちが確定するとなればなおさら。しかし、虎杖君のうちには触れてはいけないものがある。
Remember, I gave him 2 chances to be right.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, I asked you if Yuji was going to be the one.
天上天
Ryomen is specifically not Yuji.
己の深い深いのみが生きる指針。
お前が死のうと、お前が死のうと、どうでもいい。奴以外は、心底どうでもいい。
Ryomen's got a thing for Megumi. Well, we know that from their previous conversation.
Got it half right.
Did you?
He is clearly dead.
You made 3 guesses. How are you half right? That math doesn't even check out.
Well, one was a question, not a guess.
You made 3 suppositions of what was going to be happening this episode.
The 2 suppositions were the domain and the death. The question was if someone was still alive.
Dragon Ball Z moment. For everyone that remembers Cell's explosion. Or at least Cell getting fat and him getting teleported to King Kai's planet. So half right, was it?
Yep.
I think you're at 0% right now.
Nope. I refuse to believe it.
Oh, good. Finally. Getting stabbed over 10 times has done something. I know we're in the sewer right now, and there's a lot of blood and everything, but I'm still thinking about that sandwich and how hungry I am.
なのにあの存在感魂の格が違うこれは確信だ俺たちが全滅してもスクナさえ復活すれば呪いの時代が来るしかし参ったな俺は今どうしようもなく虎杖裕二を殺したい
But you can't, because you need Ryman.
もどかしいでもまあいいか体とは違って魂は何度でも殺せる次はどう殺してやろうか
安静にしてろと言われたでしょ
説教
命を助けてもらった相手に説教もクソもないでしょ
俺が
継ぎはぎの術式は他人の魂に干渉する君が領域に侵入したことで少なの魂に触れてしまったのでしょうおかげで助かりました
Junpei.
でも俺
Who else is here?
変わってねえよ
Mom?
少なが出たのではなく
She was days ago, wasn't she?
じゃあ助けたのは俺じゃないこいつの気まぐれだナナミ俺は今日人を殺したよ人は死ぬそれは仕方ないならせめて正しく死んでほしいそう思ってたんだだから引き金を引かせないことばかり考えてたでも自分で引き金を引いて分かんなくなったんだ正しい死って何
そんなこと私にだって分かりませんよ
Well, if you were to ask a Klingon.
悪人が罰を受け死ぬことが正しいとしても世の中の多くの人は善人でも悪人でもない死は万人の執着ですが同じ死は存在しないそれらをすべて
To end every conversation that I'm in.
苦しい
Death comes equally for us all. I'll see you tomorrow.
No.
などと言っても君はやるのでしょうね死なない程度にしてくださいよ今日君がいなければ私が死んでいたように君を必要とする人がこれから大勢現れる虎杖君はもう 術師なんですから。
Oh, but also remember they were planning to kill you after you eat enough Ryuman's fingers.
かけたやつからこの箱入れてけ。名前は書かなくていいからな。
Junpei's whole life story boils down to the classroom having to take a survey on bullying.
Yoshino のあの傷、お前がやったんだな、伊藤。
あん時ブルって何もできなかった人にああだこうだ言われたくないんすけど、学校辞めて引っ越したんだろあいつ。
I used to be a cocky little shit after the whole carry situation they all went
あ
through.
れから左腕まともに動かねえんすけど。
今聞いてるのは罪の話だ。お前に下った罰については一人で噛みしめろ。
先生の罰は？
俺はこれからだ。まずは見えていなかったものをちゃんと見る。俺もお前も吉野の心を殺した罪を一生背負って生きていくんだ。見ているからな、伊藤。
I mean, to be fair, his arm is paralyzed. They said that.
正しい死に様なんて分かりやし
Yeah.
ない。ならせめて分かるまであいつを殺すまで。もう俺は負けない。
The reason I feel like that ended in such a way is that this is episode 13. That didn't fall into what I was about to say. I thought this was episode 12 for a second. Normally, when we do like multiple cores of a season, it's usually like episode 12 is where it'll like take a break and it'll come back for the last 12 episodes of a season for a 24 episode run.
Yeah.
This is episode 13 though. I don't know. I guess to be fair, Witch from Mercury I think did that. There's been shows that I know I've watched here on the channel where like the first core did a 13 episode and sometimes they even only did an 11 episode second core and then a movie. I don't know. Maybe I'm just attributing it to that. That this episode was probably the dead end to an end of a core, and then we came back to a second core later. But definitely felt like this is the end of the arc.
Yes.
The whole reflecting back on the story so far in a 30-second flashback. And we never got that feast thing. You know, we saw the roasting fish.
Mm-hmm.
ジュジュ散歩ツナ。
もういいかしら。
鮭鮭。
この肉団子うまいな。作ったの誰だ？
I did not.
俺です。簡単にできますよ。
Different cultures, different meatballs.
Simple meatball recipe, just some pork.
Nope, ground chicken.
Yep, it could have been either.
かな。
Those would be very
石黒
good.
って自炊すんのね。
I don't know, I've never had ground chicken meatballs.
いや、これはイタドリ。
I've had normal meatballs and Swedish meatballs, and that's it. Oh, that's right, they still think Yuji's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've been on a whole arc. It's hard to remember that they still haven't met Yuji again.
遺作。それは違くねえか。
この肉団子うまいね。
おう、すげえ簡単にできんだよ。伏黒でも作れるよ。教えたから。早く二人に会いてえな。
Welcome to the tournament.
Oh, look, it ends with a number. I wonder how many numbers deep will go.
7.
I will say they do make when I'm putting up the schedules easy. Because then all I have to do is just change the number at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Although they are long names, so they take up a lot of space. So yeah, I mean, thoughts about the episode?
I think that would have been the perfect time to kill to kill off Mahito. However, I'm curious to see what they do with Mahito.
So not afraid to be wrong, but will still grapple on to the concept of being right.
Yes.
See, you say this was a good time to kill Mahito, but you don't know what we're going to do with Mahito.
No.
Yeah, so maybe it was the worst time to kill Mahito.
And that might be the case, but that's not proven yet.
Well, of course not. We live in a, well, the word that comes to my mind is society, but that's not what I meant to say. We live in
in a society.
Look, what I mean to say is that we live in a reality where one moment precedes the next. So, in which case, we have no ability to know the ultimate consequences of our actions or really the ultimate fate of anything that we lay before us.
You're telling me one moment precedes... Jeez.
Well, you say that, but if you, like, I don't know, get high and think about it, it could be really deep. To think about it, all your presents are pasts of the future.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's really easy to sound deep when all you say is the fucking obvious. Yeah, I mean, really, this wasn't much to this episode if you think about it. It was the backstory of Kento, which isn't even his backstory. Because he goes to Jujutsu Tech, not drops out, he leaves, gets a salaryman position, and then rejoins it.
Yes. So this was the motivation behind Kento. And I want to say the motivation behind Yuji.
It's not the motivation behind Kento, that's what I'm getting at, though. We don't know why he joined Jujutsu Tech the first time. We don't really know why he dropped out other than money.
But the first time to me doesn't matter.
It does, though. To me it does, because it's the ultimate reason why he decided to do anything. And really, I don't know. That the person who had made my sandwiches had a curse on her shoulder isn't a massive, or I got tired of working a salary job that I decided to join myself, isn't really a huge motivating factor for.
But that can be. It's one of those things where, like, certain people are. It takes a special kind of person to work that type of job and actually enjoy it. And the difficulty of leaving that type of job can be crippling.
So, I know what your actual answer is going to be. I know you're just throwing this out there as a smokescreen for everybody. And now your actual answer is that he saw the difficulties that bakery person was going through, and he applied it to the tiredness of making rich people richer in his own life. And those two, follow me now, trauma bonded over their shared experiences.
No, I don't think they both trauma bonded. I think only he trauma bonded.
You can't be a just an answer about people unless they've trauma bonded about something.
No. So I don't think it was a trauma bond. I think it was more of a realization that he's not making a difference in what he's doing, and she just happened to gain benefit from it.
Right, and I don't feel like that's a good. Or, I mean, I'm not going to judge whose motivations are good. I don't feel like that's the primary motivating factor for him, though. I feel like whatever reason that he joined Jujutsu Tech in the first place is more important, especially since we saw from Yuji that they just don't fucking let you join for no reason.
I think I see why you'd want to know that, but I don't. To me, the initial reason doesn't matter as much as the commitment to re-enter something that you already left.
Clarification, I'm saying that I care. I don't actually care. I'm saying that it's not what I would consider his backstory. It's more like a day in the life of Kento, is what it felt more like.
To me, so if we're going with a day in the life, to me it's a reverse Joker situation.
My problem with that, and we've gone over this, I don't know if we've done this on recording. I think we did it on a recording once, not on Jujutsu Kaisen, so it's being very confusing. How each of us has been fans of DC at one point or another. And I don't remember if you know the story of when Batman dies and the Joker turns into a normal guy with a wife, and I think they have a kid. Yeah. And it's only eventually when there's like a hint that maybe Batman's not dead that he starts going crazy, and I think he eventually like tortures and kills his wife.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not like if you take that as your example, it's not a reverse Joker. It is a Joker.
No. I'm not doing. I know that story. I'm taking more all it takes is one bad day. And it just took that one day to enlighten him of like, I like this is not what I'm supposed to be doing.
So I was gonna make a really dark joke based off the story One Bad Day. I guess if you know who Oracle is, you'll know what my joke was gonna be.
Yeah.
I was about to say that was my favorite part of the episode when Kenta. Not gonna say it. It's really dark, and I don't want that in the transcript. Do you have anything else you want to bring up from the episode?
I do not.
Okay. I think we're just going to go ahead and wrap up here then before I say something regrettable. I have been Theta. This has been Justin. We've been Stone Face Reactions. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?